Hi friends, this is Kefke and I hope you're doing good. Today we're not actually reviewing a product together. Instead, we're taking a closer look on the MyTherapy Meds and Pill Reminder app. Since we are featuring the Medisante FreeScan for this particular video, you might also be interested in watching the video of the Medisante FreeScan. Alright, what is it about anyway? If you have the same problem as I have, which is keeping track of your medication, your measurements, your activities, and your symptoms, this app is actually for you, since it can help you greatly keeping track of it and show the results to your GP. As always, we will switch to the app now. Well, always. As last time, we will switch to the app now. And since it makes more sense that way, we are actually doing that on the tablet. And therefore, the only thing that you will see of me is my tiny little hands. And it's time for me to say sort of goodbye for now. And if you like the video, you can always give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, your opinion is highly appreciated. You can also express yourself in writing in the commentary section down below. You can subscribe. And if you subscribe, you might be interested in clicking the bell icon so that you actually will be notified when a new video comes out. Alright, that's all for now. And as I said, the only thing that you will be seeing is my hands. So I say goodbye, see you later, and have a great one. All right, here we are within the app, and this is the screen that will actually greet you when you open up the app for the very first time. But since this is a live system, you won't be having all of the medication in there. This is all the medication that I'm taking and all the measurements that are done on a regular basis. For the sake of this video, let's pretend that we would like actually to add a medication. And since we can't use the camera of the tablet currently because it is obstructed by the stand, we will do that in writing. For example, we will have aspirin. For example, say this. It's just aspirin. Let's go there. And you can have it either as a planned or as a spontaneous one. I will explain the difference between that one in a minute. You can set up the duration for how long you will be taking it, for example, until date, or for several days. And as well, you can set up the frequency of intake. I'm not using it that way though, because I tend to actually use the reminder function. The frequency is sort of the same thing because you need to set up only once, and it will automatically adapt to your setting. And you can set it here, for example, 1 tablet at 8 p.m. Aspirin usually is not a typical medication for you to be planned, but for the sake of this video, let's keep it that way. And so we have the 1 pill of aspirin at 8 a.m. Let's do another one. It already usually adds several hours to it, so that you do not have to actually do that on your own. It is quite intelligent, because why would you have 2 pills in 2 reminders at the same time? So it is intelligent, it follows through, and therefore the app really helps without actually you being you need without you to actually do anything. It helps by itself. If you care for inventory management, so that the app will remind you to actually get yourself a new prescription or new tablets. You can set it up as this way. For example, once 10 pills are reached, please give me a notification. All right. Since we do not want to actually have that one saved, let's discard that one for now and go back to, for example, let's go here. Amlodipine is a usual contender when it comes to high blood pressure, and almost everyone has it. Right here we have, we'll go back to the inventory and you see 61 pills are left. Ring me up when there are 10 left. So if there are 10 left, it will give me a wink to actually get myself a new prescription. Let's go out of here real quick and see what else can we do. We can do measurements, we can do activities, we can do symptoms checks, and symptoms checks on a regular basis, for example. For now, let's go here into the today section and see what we have here. If you have set anything up to spontaneous, it will come right up here. And it was also give you the more option, which sort of is the same as if you would be planning a medication, but instead of planning a medication, it gives you the possibility to actually just say that you have taken a pill of some sort. All right, let's go. Since we can do this one here, just as we would be planning a medication, let's do this right here. And you see here, we have the possibility to actually have the usual suspects here, what you would like to actually be measuring. So nothing really fancy in here, so it really works out of the box, and it takes a lot of the scut work from you. Since we haven't done so yet, we could actually do now the promised close-up of the Medisante FreeScan. This is how this thing looks like. Let's go in here real quick. The video to that one is right there, and you will be able to actually understand the magic of the Medisante FreeScan. You see here, it does not have any cuff or anything. All it has is these metal pad kind of things, electrodes, so to speak, and this tiny cushiony thing that actually reads your pulse wave, and by analyzing both ECG and pulse wave, it calculates your blood pressure. And how easy this is, I will show you right now. You put it in here. Oh, brilliant. We can see that right here happening. You put that in here. You take your, as I said, sometimes you have to have it a little bit, it sometimes is a little bit wiggly, but usually it works out of the box. And you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we go. We have 146/90, and let's pretend that we actually wanted to have that for this video. Here we go. We go here to the spontaneous blood pressure reading, enter the value. We have 146, sorry. 64 wouldn't be so funny, would it? 164/90. Not the best of all readings for now, but that's okay. That's all right. Put it in here. We done that today. 8:15. Boom. 8:19. Sorry. Boom. Tracked. And it actually will be in the journal of the month. We will be going to the journal in a second. Let's go right here. Not report yet. Let's go to journal, and here we have an overall of what we did this week, and I have 60% of all medications taken for this week, which basically is because the app is currently not in sync with the database. So since I rarely use the tablet for that, actually I have it on there and I can use it that way, and then it would be 79% or 89%, I don't know. Let's go in there real quick. We can see here, you can see the overall by when it has actually been taken. It has been taken all the way through, though. I've just not confirmed it. I might have skipped it by accident. This is the problem. Once you actually skipped something, you cannot add it there as if you have taken it. For example, I also skipped the blood pressure reading every now and then for the sake that I do have it on here as well, so don't worry about it. I'm not crazy or something, but it just wasn't that necessary. So let's go in here. Let's see here. We have a good representation on how the blood pressure actually looked like over the few days, and let's go back. Resting heart rate goes the same way. Sometimes you have a little explosion-y kind of thing, but don't you worry, that is all just fine. All right. What else is there? What have I shown you yet? Yeah, right. You can share the information that you have with your friends and family. For example, if you are having kids and the kids take a specific kind of medication, you can also have that one shown up in the app as well. Each person should have an own kind of medication, own kind of account with the MyTherapy guys. It is not necessarily, but I would highly recommend it. And you can actually have that one in there as well, yes, for example. And if you have a specific doctor that you can go to, you can put this information in here as well, and save your doctor's appointments, and it will also be in there. But for now, let's see what we have here. We have the possibility from the MyTherapy guys that actually send you a report on your achievements on demand. Let's do this for January now. Send this to my inbox. And boom, here we go. It is right in my email inbox, and I will show you how that looks like in a minute once we actually have the last point which I would like to go through. As always, those apps have some legal information that you should be aware of. For example, data privacy policy is always a good thing. The MyTherapy guys are residing in Germany, so the laws there are pretty strict when it comes to privacy policy. So don't worry about that, but you should read it anyway. Just for you to be to feel safe. If you can also add your brain frost to that if you have a specific idea. I would like, actually, for example, have that as a possibility when you check your glucose, that you could actually put a certain amount of glucose strips in there, and once you take it, it will subtract that from the amount of glucose strips that you actually have. So here we go. You can answer, pose yourself questions, and the system will try to understand and answer that. Your user information right here. Right now you're seeing my email address, so go crazy on there as well if you want. Go crazy, spam me to hell. All right, for the sake of this video, we are almost done right now. There is only one more thing that I would like to go through, which is the latest MyTherapy report. So let's go over there, because it is quite interesting what they are actually showing you here. Here you have an overview of the month and the amount of pills taken. You also have an overview over your amount of blood pressure, your numbers of the blood pressure, you know, and as well as the possibility to actually keep track on your sugar levels, which is highly appreciated by your doctor if you have glucose problems, if you're a diabetic. And also there are several kind of things. I haven't actually been through all of the possibilities the app has, since I have not done all measurements and stuff, but it is quite extensive what they actually can do or can be capable of doing so. For the sake of this video, we can actually do that. I swear I will take that pill in a minute. But for now, so that you see what happens if you done all the tasks for the day, it goes like this. Bam! Doesn't this look cool? It gives you direct feedback that you actually have been a very good boy or a very good girl when it comes to completion of the task. Oh, well, there's one more task that I would like you to do in order to have that to a 16. If you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on whether or not you like my content, it would help me greatly. You can also like and thumbs up are technically the same, aren't they? Well, you can always like, subscribe, push the bell button, go crazy on the commentary section, which is highly appreciated. I will answer even on any kind of circumstances. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is has been a wonderful time for me, and since it is 16 minutes now we've been talking over the app, I think we can fairly say that we have been very, very thorough. All right, thank you so much for bearing with me for the duration of this video, and what I would like to see you in a few days with another video, because I have something up in the pipeline which I would like to show you then. It is another kind of blood pressure measurement device which I'm completely keen to have, and we will see how that goes. However, it is highly unlikely that it will beat the FreeScan, but we will see about that. Thank you for your time. Have a great one. Bye bye.